For cheap GTA 5 shark cards and of course other games, be sure to check out G2A in the description and use code BOSS for an extra discount. Hey, how's it going guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. The questions we're going to be talking about today still have a lot to do with either the Ill-Gotten Gains DLC or the summer of DLCs that's going to be coming up in Grand Theft Auto Online. It looks like the hype is still real from either the Ill-Gotten Gains or the pending part 2 of that update. So a lot of those questions feature DLC and I'm excited. I love it. Again, if you want to get involved in the next one, you can follow me on Twitter. Links in the description. I announce there once or twice a week when I do these Q&A videos. And like I said, I always pick the best questions so you can get involved. With out of the way, let's get started. So as I always do with the first question, I'm going to extend it to you guys. So right now, I want you to reply in the comments section to a question from Derek, and he asked a question that so many people have asked me, but I figured I would cover it once again. He says, do you think mansions and the casino will be added in the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2? And I literally think this is the question that I am asked the most. For whatever reason, mansions and the casino always seem to be tied to this Ill-Gotten Gains DLC, whether it be through screenshots or dates from real-life casinos matching up with the original release date of Part 1. There was a lot of evidence for both mansions and the casino, and neither of those happened in Part 1. And because of that, I'm sure the hype for both of those things to come in Part 2 has been increased or is even more real right now because this is pretty insane. I mean, I would love mansions, I would love a casino. It would fit the Ill-Gotten Gains kind of high roller, high life theme, but I'm not too sure. I think something like the casino and or mansions might come with a single player DLC or a single player update. So I guess we're really just going to have to wait. Hopefully Rockstar announces another newswire where they actually tell us all the things that are going to be coming in the update, just like they did for Part 1. Yes, mansions as a casino would be great, but I'm not getting my hopes up. So our next question comes from Dexter Watson, and he says, do you think the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 will be even more expensive? And Dexter, I sure hope not, because everything in the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 was so expensive. Like I said, if you wanted to buy everything, it would cost you $20 to $24 million, which in real life is 200 to 300 US dollars. That is an insane amount of money for one DLC. So hopefully it is less expensive. Hopefully Rockstar realized that Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 drained a lot of the money we had in our wallets, and hopefully they will be aware and either make it cheaper or maybe not make things so expensive like those jets and that helicopter, just way too expensive for what you actually get out of them. So hopefully it's less expensive, and hopefully Rockstar does something other than just gold vehicles. That would be nice too. Our next question comes from Carson Duncan, and he says, would you like to see more DLCs added onto GTA 5 or GTA 6? Now, don't get me wrong, I would love to see Grand Theft Auto 6, but I certainly don't think that is coming out at least for another few years, I would say. I mean, if you think about it, it's been less than a year since Rockstar released GTA 5 on the next generation. I think that came out in November of last year, and we still don't even have one single player DLC. So I think there's a lot to be done with Grand Theft Auto 5 in terms of its online content and certainly its story mode expansion before we even break the surface of GTA 6, which is good and a bad thing because I love Grand Theft Auto 5, but I would also love to see what Rockstar would do with a completely new Grand Theft Auto game. So Dennis asked a very simple question. He says, when will the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 come out? And Rockstar said that Part 2 is going to be coming out during the summer, and summer officially starts in a few days. I think it's June 23rd or 21st when it actually starts, and summer ends on September 23rd. So Rockstar pretty much has a 3-month window of when they want to release the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2. I personally think it's going to come out in either late July or August, depending on if they do like an Ill-Gotten Gains combination DLC with an Independence Day DLC earlier in July. So we'll really just have to see. Rockstar never really gives specific release dates up until pretty much the last moment, just like for the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1. But anyways, yes, I think it's definitely coming out in the summer. It's just a matter of when and where. Our next question comes from In Dubs, and he says, do you think there will ever be new interiors added, like bars, clubs, etc.? I absolutely wish there were new interiors added, like the Bahama Mamas nightclub, bars, comedy clubs, like you mentioned, but for whatever reason, that doesn't seem like it was Rockstar's direction for Grand Theft Auto 5, like it was in GTA 4. So sadly, I think that is going to be a no. I do not think we're going to be getting new interiors in Grand Theft Auto 5. I just don't think it was planned for GTA 5, which doesn't make sense because you have better consoles, you have more powerful hardware, and you'd think you'd be able to do all that kind of stuff that we had in GTA 4. But like I said, it doesn't look like it was Rockstar's plans, so I doubt it might be coming in the future. And our last question comes from Clyde, and he says, do you think there will be more cars in Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2? And Clyde, I'm going to give you a very simple answer. Yes, there hasn't been a single DLC added into Grand Theft Auto Online that didn't have a new car in it. Even the Flight School update, that was literally the Flight School update, had a brand new car in it. So yes, every DLC has had a car. I would imagine going forward there will be more cars in the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2, and I think they will be epic. So yes, that's a very easy question. The title of the game is Grand Theft Auto after all, and Rockstar's added a car with every update. Anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be tackling today. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, a like rating would be awesome. And remember to follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. I announce there once or twice a week when I'm doing these Q&As, and you can get involved in the next one. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.